Dee, did you have a question? Okay.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, I submitted my weekly accomplishment earlier today. Not last.
Okay. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. So guys, it is super important that every Sunday, every Sunday, every Sunday, submit your weekly accomplishment and make sure you put how many sets you sold and then let your director know how many faces you did. Okay. Sundays. Can't do it on Mondays anymore. New year, new rules. Joanna got tough. Okay. Joanna's a meanie weenie. Okay, so D, give yourself 5 points for that. Yay. Give yourself 5 points for being on live. Takeaways posted tomorrow won't count because it's a new form. We're starting all over with a new thing tonight. Okay. Then we're doing the end of the month recognition. So if you haven't already given yourself these points, if you did a qualified order, $600 wholesale or higher in the month of June, give yourself 50 points. If you did $1 less than 600, all the way down to a 225, give yourself 20 points. But you don't give yourself both. It's one or the other, okay? One or the other. People, everybody who won the jewelry or earned the jewelry in June, Kathy Carroll, Maureen Kroger, Donna Pratt, Francine Eisenman, Adajani Barbosa, Marcia Stevens, Zulema Sauceda, Jane Borden, Consuelo Crespo, Antoinette Lobato, and Sayonara Boucher and Davina Santos. All of those people earned 50 points. And their keychain. Was that keychain so stinking cute? Donna, did you like getting your keychain? Wasn't that cute? She's like, I just started Mary Kay. They already gave me a keychain. All I need now is the keys to a car. Okay. 50 points if you are a red jacket at the end of the month. So that's Jerry Cardos, Marcia Stevens, Debbie Walder, Sarah Thompson, Christine McKnight, Dee O'Brien, and Consuelo Crespo. Did I say that right? Crespo? Is it Crespo? Yeah. And then Jackie Eisenman and Sayonara is a future director. And y'all know that that's a new title now, right? Executive. Do what, Andrea? Go ahead.
Say it again.
That's a new title now. It's not.
Say the name of it.
Oh, executive team leader. ETL, executive team leader. Okay. Okay, Andrea, my voice needs a break.
Yeah, you've been jamming.
I've been jamming.
Jamming. Isn't it great having Joe back? We're all like, we can feel the butt kicking already, right? And the love, and the love. And you know what? I love it because there's power when you show up in your suit.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? Am I right? Christine posted this picture of her on July 1st, and she was, the comments, Crystal Hoke said, now that is how we dress in Mary Kay. And I got to tell you, my son, he came in one day, he said, I'm having a test today, and he was dressed up nicely. And he said, Mom, I heard that when you dress up, you perform better. Like, oh, I wonder why Mary Kay insisted that we dress like a lady, number one, no pants. Oh, I know, it's so hard. No pants, nothing with crotch, she used to say. But also, dress to impress. And I thought one thing that's a great reminder, let me put it this way. The best little meme I saw was a woman dressed, and she said, dress like you own the bank, not like you work at the bank. I like that one. Dress like you own the bank, not like you work the bank. So, Spark Form, I'm going to review that real quickly. So, y'all like the name? Can I just tell you a little secret? Joe and I were going over Spark, and God was just giving us, words like star, power start, accountability, red, keys. So I shared it on the Director Tips Facebook group, and everybody is so excited. They're all stealing our idea. So you got the best of the best here, and I just am super excited to pass this on to you. So let's go over what the new form is. So 4 brand new consultants. Each week, we track our money in the Mary Kay form, and that's called Weekly Accomplishment Sheet. Now that is for taxes because that's where you know your income is coming from. You're writing down how much sales tax you collected, where you might have lost a little bit of profit because of a discount. So that's for taxes. That is very important as well because it shows us who is going to be the queen of sales, but more importantly, it shows us how many faces you did, how many parties you held, and what your averages are. It's important for you because when you know your average, especially in a 6-month window, you're able, you know, sometimes people say, well, I need something that's secure, a secure paycheck. Well, my friends, when you know your averages and you know, like a target, my average party, Stacy, what's your average party? 340? Okay. When I asked her we had a chat a while ago, she was like, my average party 340. She and I knew, okay. So that means that if your average party is 340, you're gonna hit the target. If you need to make $1,000 profit, you just backward track how many parties based on your average, and you know you're gonna hit it. And that's the power of tracking. So Weekly Accomplishment Sheet is on your Mary Kay InTouch. But what Joe and I do is we recognize you for what we call income producing activities. Well, IPAs is a term a lot of us heard for years, but it's not quite as fun and sexy as Spark. So of course, this new year, we wanted to associate it with the theme. So Mary Kay's theme this year is Spark a Chain Reaction. So let's just go over some of the changes. Some won't be too big, some will be pretty big for everybody. A, every single week when you are on live to our Monday Night Live, this is our success event. And the reason Joe and I are dressed up tonight is from now on, we expect you to be dressed up. Now with Zoom, come on guys, I got on shorts underneath, but up top, let's kill it. Next week, I might actually put on the bottoms, but I will tell you, we show up the way we want to go up. And if we're showing up in our workout clothes, I just really feel that we're not bringing ourselves to the level that we know we can do, and we're not projecting that image to one another. So yes, is everybody in agreement that we are gonna be wearing our red jackets if you have 3 new recruits? If you are with 1 team member, you're in the black and white club, and that means you get to wear a white blouse, all your Mary Kay bling. You can have a black jacket on if you want, but that's the black and white club. So if you are a consultant that does not have a team member yet, then that's where your beauty coat comes in. Now, I get it, it's gonna be warm. Let's try to get the AC going, but we wanna show up as best we can. If you get really hot, you're not gonna be in trouble if you take it off during the call, but let's show up with our best bling, all of our star bars. Mine, I just got this out of the cleaner's bag, so I didn't have everything put on. So you know what, we wanna show up, and oh my gosh, you're gonna get to see the new director suit in a couple weeks when we have our seminar launch. So 10 points. Now, when you watch the recording and post, I love that Lisa Burgess last week posted her takeaways. You get your points. Now, some of you are like, I know I missed the deadline, but I'm still gonna post anyway. Kudos to you. Dee did that. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna forfeit the points, but I watched and I gave my takeaway. Now that's a winning attitude, and that's a habit of a winner. So I encourage all of you, do it for the team and do it what is right and expected. So B, 10 points for submitting your weekly accomplishment sheet by Sunday. C, 10 points per new face this week. And you're gonna put those on your weekly accomplishment sheet. Now, if you don't know how to fill out the weekly accomplishment sheet, we can guide you. And I also have a video on that. We can send that to you. So just talk to myself or Joanna. D, 20 points, weekly queen of sales. And that is based on your weekly accomplishment sheet. E, 20 points, weekly queen of sharing. That's new team members this week as reported on the weekly accomplishment sheet. F, 50 points for weekly challenge. We're keeping it the same. And again, this goes back to Mary Kay's magic formula, which is
3 plus 3 plus 3.
okay, 3 parties is Mary Kay's magic formula plus 3, let me see, it's out of order here, 3 shares and then $300 in sales. Now we have given a little bit of a change on that one, 3 new faces, $300 in sales and 3 marketing shares with your director. Gang, here's the thing, for all of us to be achieving that unit of excellence. And my friends, when they told us that Spain, Barcelona, and then Mallorca are the top director trips, all I could think about was finally hanging with Joe and Andy in Europe with my man on Mary Kay's dime. Like the idea, that's the memory of what we're gonna do and the creation and how we are creating a buzz. We're creating and sparking a chain reaction, yes? So this is so exciting, but it's a team effect. Now, why would I say, let's put Joanna and myself on a cruise? It sounds selfish, but guess what? The only way that's gonna happen is for us to get you a $500 bonus this month because you recruited 5 people, right? For us to help you earn one of those, is it 6 cars, 7 cars, 8 cars now? I mean, we have so many cars. Helping you do all of that is the way teamwork makes the dream work, yes? Okay, so the new challenge or the weekly challenge. Now, as we continue down, 50 points for each Great Start qualified team member. Now, Joanna, should we clarify? Are these team members that start as of 1 July?
No.
Okay, so you get lucky if you had a recruit in April, May, or June, and they still haven't placed or gotten their bonus, because as soon as a new person sells her way to 600, they earn a bonus, you are able to get 50 points because you have a Great Start qualified team member. 20 points for the Queen of Sales, 20 points for the, monthly Queen of Sales, 20 points for monthly Queen of Sharing, 50 points for every $600 in wholesale order placed during the month, or, notice the or, K, 20 points for placing a total of $225 to $599 in wholesale orders during the month. L, 50 points for moving up the career path. Consultant to senior, senior to senior consultant to star recruiter, red jacket, star recruiter to team leader to future DIQ. Just so you know, when you earn the position, red jacket or above, to maintain that position, you really have to have the mindset of 3 new people a month, because people are gonna fall off. And we have a volunteer army. So it's our job just to find new people to get, of course, the excitement, keep the excitement, and let people figure out what they want from the business, not coerce them or push them. So when you are doing that, you are in the right mindset and you're being a great example. EM, 50 points for going on target for career car with 10 or more active team members and 5,000 wholesale in 1 month. N, 50 points, power of 10 sparks a chain reaction form completed and submitted. And that, of course, is this form that we showed you earlier, the power of 10. So I'm gonna say something I wrote down. I want to go to my notes here. But with this, here's what I would do. I would make 3 copies, and you can make a miniature, because when you have it and it's triggering the subconscious mind, I remember going into a $1 Million Sales Director Leah Nelson's Cadillac. The whole panel was trashed with sticky notes, pictures, and words and quotes. And I was like, oh my gosh, my OCD, my type A was going crazy, but she was a $1 Million Director and she had reminders all over her car. And that might be helpful if you've been missing your 3 plus 3 plus 3 for a while. I'm doing it. I'm putting little miniature. I'm just going to print 4 on a page. I'm putting one right next to my sink upstairs. I'm putting one on my dashboard. I'm putting one downstairs where I sit and I prep dinner, just because it's going to trigger your mind and say, whoa, what have I done towards that? If I want to be moving up, I want to make this happen, and I can't ignore what is being recognized. Now, let's go back to what else is being recognized. Joe, I'm sorry if this is somewhere else because I don't see it, but the monthly sales challenge. Oh my gosh, let's really embrace what our company is setting for sales challenges. That one right there. So the Hydro Patches is what Mary Kay has asked us to focus our sales on. And I've come up with a whole bunch of ideas, but in my mind, I want to sell skincare sets and I want to sell hydrogel eye patches. So I have some ideas in mind for my customers, and I'm reaching out to people individually. So if you had some people who didn't purchase the entire skincare set in June, but you got it for a really great deal, you might want to call them up individually and say, hey, Jen, I know you really wanted to start using the Miracle Set. Well, Mary Kay just launched this amazing deal. When you purchase a hydrogel eye patch, you can get your skincare set for 40% discount. Now, that's just one idea. I'm not saying you should always give discounts, but that to me got me excited, especially for somebody who was hemming and hawing on starting the skincare. You also, of course, can help people get it for free by being a hostess. That's a great way to do it. And you want to invite them to be on our Hydro Sesh and all the other events we're doing, where we're going to talk about the hydrogel eye patches at every single event. Now, I will tell you, and I have something else here that I've got to get to, but I will tell you that if you don't have a hydrogel eye patch whole jar in your purse, I would recommend you carry one around, because there's nothing more delicious than opening it up and saying, oh my gosh, do you ever get tired? Who's not going to say yes to that, especially now with people working so many crazy hours if they're out and about? Being able to say, oh, we are talking and treating everybody to the hydrogel eye patches this coming Tuesday. Oh my gosh, is there any reason why you couldn't be my special guest? Schedule them, talk to them about the product, but get a date with them, because that's a wonderful way for them to see the ingredients, just to fall in love. And if you really love them, you can give them one just to put on one eye. Okay, so I want to tell you, last but not least, I was on the sales director. We're in the Mary Kay national family, and the head of our national family is corporate, because we do not have a national at the moment. Joanna is on her way, and we are putting her in that position. But I will tell you, our amazing leader at corporate, Julia Wilson, was our guest speaker. Did y'all love Julia? Y'all know who I'm talking about? Well, here's what she did, and I thought it was so powerful. I want to sort of reiterate. She looked at all of us in the camera, and she said, gang, I need you right now to be in the field. We are launching on one of the most profound and pivotal years we've ever had in our company. And normally in July, we hang out at the beach. We've run really hard in June. We're going to seminar. We're flying to Dallas. We're going here and there. But right now, things are different. And I'm going to ask you, in fact, I need you. I need you to show up. I need you to get behind the hydrogel eye patches and sell each month. I need you to embrace the $600 jewelry and earn each, be an example, but have your people get cash in their pocket this month. I need you to start the year off stronger than we ever have. Can I count on you? So ladies, I'm asking you right now, can I count on you? Will you show up for Mary Kay, our company, in the month of July? Will you go all in and embrace the sales challenge, embrace inviting guests, embrace the power of 10, embrace showing up to go up, embrace those of us left and right in the Mary Kay world are earning trips? Can I tell you one gal, Audrey Nickel, she had never been a top selling director at the $650,000 level. In June, her national, Leah Carta, said, you can do this. You're going to finish early. And she said, oh, I just don't know. I don't know. Well, they finished the first week of June. Her national, Leah Carta, said, you know, Audrey, there's never been anyone in our national area who's done first time trip by not just doing the 650, going all the way and being in the extended prestige trip at 800. I know you can do it. Well, Audrey said, I don't know how we're going to do it, but okay, if you believe in us, we're going to go for it. They all pulled together. You see, a team that is committed to helping one another gives calls for one another. Even if they've stumbled and fallen, they're still giving cheers and praise for everybody else who's running ahead, because we are a team. And what does team stand for? Together, everybody achieves more. Do you know that Audrey Nickel, I don't know her, I've never even met her, but man, was her post so inspiring, because Leah Carta, her national, was able to say, despite her father, Audrey's father, getting diagnosed with prostate cancer the very last week of June, her unit exceeded $800,000 in sales for 1 year, their highest year ever. They've never even hit 650, and they hit all the way to 800. You guys, it starts here. We can be that next June. You can be that. You can be a sales director on a top trip. Yes, it has been done. It has absolutely been done in 6 months, and you can do it sooner. So I'm just so excited for this new year. I just want to tell you, we need you. We need you in the game. We need you cheering us on as you cheer one another on. We need comments on our Facebook page from one another like never before. And I'm just super proud to be one of your leaders and to follow in Joanna's footsteps. And Joe, we're so happy you're looking healthy and you're being with us. And I know you're still healing, but we just love you to pieces. So are you guys excited about this new year?
Yay. Okay, so very last thing that we're going to talk about tonight. You're now excited. You're ready to go. Now, what are you going to do? What do I do now? So, if you are taking notes, you're putting together your notebook, this would be in your Zoom notes. I want you to kind of follow along the power of 10, and I'm going to show you how by using the power of 10 tracking form, you can bring in an extra $1,000 a month. How many of y'all could get excited about just $1,000 a month? Profit, not sales, profit. What would you do with an extra $1,000 a month? That's the first thing I want you to write down. What would I do with an extra $1,000 a month? And guys, don't say, oh, I put it towards vacation, or I do that. I want it to be something that will make a difference. I had this conversation with Jules when we did her first of the year coaching call, and she said, I'll put it towards my car, and she'll pay off her car faster. It has to be non-negotiable. Take a bill off of your family's plate and say, I'm going to use my Mary Kay money to pay this bill. Or if you want to do a trip with your kids, go to a travel agency or go online and download the brochure and find out how much it's going to be for the airfare, for the cruise, for the hotel, for the resort, for whatever. Figure out exactly what it's going to cost, break that down, and commit to putting that much money into an account every single month. That's being proactive, and that's having discipline. Be proactive and have discipline. So I want you guys to write this down. The power of 10 will spark a chain reaction. The power of 10 will spark a chain reaction. How? I want you to write this down. 10 appointments, so 10 virtual parties with 3 people at each party. Now, are we going to stop at 3? Heck no. But if you had at least 3, when I do the numbers, just a little sidebar here, when I do the numbers, I make them super, super small. So when you're doing the activity, if it's not making sense to you, you're doing more. You're not, you're not doing less. Okay, so 10 appointments with 3 people at each party. How many faces is that in 1 month? What's 3 times 10? 30. Okay. That's a power start every month. If you only average $75 a face, average $75 a face. Now, Donna, you're brand new. So that might mean that you have 3 people at a party. 1 buys a Voluform set, 1 buys a Miracle set, and 1 buys an eyebrow pencil. Okay? It's an average. It's an average. $75 a face. So if you have 30 faces times $75 in retail sales, how much is that in total retail sales? Who's got a calculator? You want the answer? It's $2,250 in retail sales. Now, we don't pull 50% because we are smart business women. We pull 40%. So if I have in my Mary Kay bank account, if I have my little checkbook here, okay, my little checkbook, if I sell $2,250, I write myself a paycheck for 40% of that. Who knows what 40% of $2,250 in retail sales is? Did y'all come up with $900 cash? $900 cash. Okay, that's doing your parties. Now, you're also doing how many marketing shares? You're doing 10 marketing shares at least. 1 out of 3 people will talk to you about the career opportunity, and 1 out of those 3 people will join your team. You can write it in stone. If you do it the Mary Kay way, you can write it in stone. I'm not talking about, let me just tell you a little bit about the Mary Kay marketing plan. I'm like, let me give you some information so that you can make a decision based on fact and not emotion. You owe it to yourself to check it out. It may or may not be for you. It might be for someone you love, but can you just spend 10 minutes and let me go over some information? And then you can make a decision based on fact and not emotion. Okay? So if you do 10 marketing shares, write this down, 10 marketing shares. I call them interviews, not interviews, but inner, I-N-N-E-R views. Out of 10 marketing shares that we help you follow up with or support you in that in some way, you will have 3 team members by the end of the month. How many of y'all could get excited about 3 new team members in July? I know Alice is going for 10. She's like, 3? No, 3 is by this weekend. Are you kidding? Okay. But 3 new team members. If 2 of those people are qualified, you get a $50 bonus on that. Now, you may add them in July and they are not qualified till September or October. So this is where there's kind of a domino effect. So Donna, let's say you recruit 2 or 3 people to your team this month, but they're not qualified until August, September, October. So this is where that layering effect comes along. So you may get these $50 bonuses down the line. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, but 2 qualified people in 1 month is a $100 bonus, right? It's $50 per person, right? So now what are we at? We're at 1,000. Did you hit your 1,000? Did you do your 10 appointments with 3 people at each party, or 3 appointments with 10 people there, or 1 with 30? Did you sell your $2,250? Did you pull your 40%? Did you have 2 new qualified team members? Did you earn $100 on that? Then, when you start building your team big enough that you can start earning commissions off your team, now you've got a whole nother source of income. Whole nother source. I also added in a reorder business. Now Donna's brand new. She doesn't have a reorder business. Consuelo's still building her customer base. Laura's still building her customer base. Y'all may not have a lot of reorders right now, but I can tell you, and Andrea, I'm gonna put you on the spot, so get ready. My reorder business each month profits anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month. Is that about the same for you? Yeah. That is literally not even answering my phone, but getting a website order. That's the reorder business. So that's why we talk to all you new consultants and seasoned consultants about selling sets, S-E-T-S, sets. Because if I sell somebody a mascara and they run out of mascara and they can't get a hold of me, they can go to CVS and buy a cheap mascara. But if they run out of their Time-Wise cleanser or their Voluform lifting serum, I'm the only ticket in town. This is it. I just had a woman order 5 satin hands. I said, are these gifts? She said, no, this is so that I have housewarming type things to give to people when they come visit. I'm like, wow. She said, I always want one in my sink and I always want one in my bathroom. Because satin hands works. And she is a little bit more interesting age. And she has dry skin and we live in Arizona. And it works. And she ordered a ton of them so that she would have 3 or 4 on hand. So when she had visitors over and they tried her satin hands and said, oh my gosh, I want this, she would say, I want to give you one. Don't you know my business card is in there? So basically these numbers follows this power of 10. You guys, when, not if, when you sell 10 skincare sets in 1 month, even if it's all clear proof, that is going to add to your immediate income and give you residual income and reorders. When you do the 10 appointments, and these appointments are not one face. These appointments are 3 to 4 people at each virtual party. And then of course you do your marketing shares. And again, I would just want to reiterate to you guys, the marketing share is not just talking a little bit about the marketing plan during your virtual party. It's doing a follow-up call, possibly with your director. And just saying, can I just give you 10 minutes of information real quick? And then you just send them either the booklet that I talked about last hour, or you send them a quick marketing sheet. Andrea's got them on her website. I've got them on mine. We've got them all over Facebook. We'll send you, you tell us who you're talking to and we'll send you the best sheet. And you go over it with them. And then you let Andrea or I call them and say, hey, Zulema, this is Joanna Shipe. I just want to thank you for listening to Joan share a little bit about our career opportunity. Were there any questions that have arisen since you and Joan talked? Tell me, on a scale of 1 to 5, and you can't say 3, what's your interest level? Who do you know? Who do you know who could really use more fun, flexibility, and financial support? That's all we ask. That's all we do. Who do you know? It's that simple. But you got to give us the information and you got to lay the groundwork and you got to plant the seeds. You got to offer your magic gum. And that's it. But how many of y'all could get super excited about an extra $1,000 a month? Just an extra 1,000, just based on your sales. How many of you are willing to consider doing a virtual party? And Donna, you got one Friday night, so don't even raise your hand. Okay, that's how it's going to work. We've got slideshows. Andrea's got one. I've got one. Terry Skills got one. We got lots of slideshows out there. We can walk you through how to do it. We can show you how to do Zoom. We can show you how to do Facebook. But you've got to step up and say, okay, I'm ready to learn this. I'm ready to do this. I am not afraid of technology. What do we see in that video? You've got to choose to face the fear and do it anyway. And nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to laugh at you. Y'all, I have to tell you, it took Andrea almost a year to get me to do any type of video. Because I'm like, I don't want my face on there. No, people will judge me. No. She's like, get over yourself. So I had it too. There's a fear to it, but you guys can do this. So what I want to challenge you to do is you can go to my website, or I can actually put these on Facebook, but we finished. Pull out the Power of 10, pull out the Spark forms. And Stacy, you're going to be so impressed, so impressed, so impressed that all the dates work. It shows you when to submit it, what week it, yeah, okay. For my little SC personality there, my SC, yes, yes, yes. Okay, now all the dates work out, okay. So the only thing we have to change on the Spark form, and y'all can change it yourself, is the title of future director is executive team leader now. You know, guys, I want to encourage you guys, take a few minutes and do a vision board for yourself. Make part of it, you know, where do you want to be in quota sharing? Where do you want to be in quota sales? What car do you want to earn this year? How soon do you want to earn your, or re-earn your red jacket? You know, put the Power of 10 up there. Put, you know, I'm going to be proactive and disciplined on there. Then on one side of it, I want you to put pictures of your family and what your goals are as far as your visuals. You know, put a picture, y'all can look at Christine's background. Put a picture of the car, put a picture of the triple star necklace, put a picture of the star consultant prize you want to earn this quarter. You've got to have visuals. Visuals matter. Visuals make a difference. You see all the visuals in my office? Lots of visuals. Okay, last but not least, July 20th. You gotta show up to go up, right? It's our unit awards night. We're gonna put on a little glitz, have a little sparkle. We are mailing out our top people's prizes, so they'll get their boxes and everything. You cannot open your box until the 20th, and that'll be super fun. But if you're not registered for seminar, you know, get recognized, because the way we do unit awards night at seminar is you have to be at seminar. So if once you're registered for seminar, you're good to go. And you have to commit to your director that you're going to be on July 20th. Okay? Because it's no fun to recognize queens and courts and all that when they're not there. No fun. Okay? So July 20th. And then July 27th will be our next customer appreciation night. We're going to pretty much traditionally do that the last Monday of every month. So be talking to your customers. The Zoom video link is not going to change. It's the same. And so that should make it super simple for you guys. So everybody you're facialing right now, everybody, invite them to our customer appreciation night. And then just backing up real quick on July 20th, have your family around you. I know Ireland loves to be on camera. So, you know, have your family there so that when we come to your recognition, they can celebrate with you and clap. And we got to get Chloe in a nice little dress, something with unicorns and butterflies. And let's have fun with this. It's going to be your night to be celebrated. And it's going to be super fun. And we've got some surprises for you. Some really fun surprises. All right. So are we all in? We good? Yeah? Y'all going to make out your list of people that you're going to start contacting immediately? No fear. No fear. Everybody say it. No fear. Okay. All right. So that's your challenge. Your challenge is always 3 + 3 + 3. We say 3 faces, but it really needs to be 3 virtual parties. And if you have 10 at each, you can knock out your 30 faces in a matter of 2 or 3 hours. Right?
Joe, check your boxer.
Oh, yeah. We are. We're not calling it, well, it's still customer appreciation night, but it's her story night. Yeah. Instead of history, it's her story night. Thank you.
Do you want me to do the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! So I'm gonna I need to have a co-host, please. So you guys, one of the things that I think trips us up, as Joanna said in the very beginning, is we think a little bit about what are my friends gonna think of me? And I just want you to know, when you are not winning in your business, you feel bad about yourself because you're not doing your 10 dials, you're not doing the action, you're not showing up. Action cures everything. Yes, yes. But I also want you to know, it's so easy to start looking at people who are out of Mary Kay and thinking that the grass is greener. And I'm here to tell you, it ain't. And the next 6 months, you are going to see so many people who might sneer at you, who might not get it, who might sort of scoff as they did to me, my besties. They will no longer have jobs because of what's happening in the world. You, my friend, are smart. You, my friend, are in the right place, the right time. And I want you to watch these ladies on this video who have done it anyway. They're
Okay.
young.
Sorry, go ahead. I got to do my drawing real quick before you show the video. They're young. Go ahead.
Okay, they're young. They are educated. They are so smart. They are sassy, and they are just like you. And I love that our company is every age, every size, every color, every background, and there's a place for you at the top. So do you want me to show it now?
Yeah, I want to do my drawing. Oh my gosh.
Amy Paul's birthday!
$100 in Mary Kay Glamour just for being active by June 30th. Send me your wish list. Oh, and one more thing real quick before Andrea shows this video, because then we're going to get off. If you earned points based on results yesterday, then just Voxer, your director, and say, hey, I want to change my Focus Free and Fabulous page. It's still on my website, and just resubmit those numbers, okay? So you can pick a different price, because y'all know moving forward, it's going to be retail product and cash for events. All right, Andrea, do it.
And get your butt registered for seminar. There's no excuse, $40. Come on, people. We expect 30 of our unit members each to be registered. So let's make that happen. Okay, here we go. I want you to dream about your Mary Kay future.
This year, let the music move you. That's right, in 2021, top directors are headed to Barcelona, immersed in the Catalan culture and cuisine. Settle in for another 5-star experience at the Hotel Arts Barcelona, perfectly situated on a private beach in one of the city's most iconic buildings. Barcelona is as charming as it is chic, and within a very short distance, so many sights. Your Instagram game will be unstoppable. To the top of the city's most famous feature, Montserrat, discover sweeping views and panoramic moments from inside Santa Maria de Montserrat, the monastery on top. Creativity extends to the cuisine, and indulgence is always on the menu. Every flavorful dish is best enjoyed at a leisurely pace, surrounded by friends, followed by a group selfie. As for the moves, you'll definitely get to strut your stuff with a flamenco lesson or two. While the sunsets add one more memory to the mix, a catamaran sailing trip around Barcelona's coastline. Next stop, the exclusive island of Mallorca. Prestige directors are invited to unpack at the St. Regis Mardaval Mallorca Resort, which can only be described as exceptional. The views, private terraces, comes together to create an experience you'll never forget. The number one thing on the itinerary? Relaxation. Spend the afternoon in the resort city of Palma, posing at Belver Castle and Basilica de San Francisco. Climb aboard a vintage train to Port Soler, a picturesque village. Explore the Mediterranean Sea on the Rafael Verdera that will transport you to the past. There's only one way to make this dream trip. Keep working your Mary Kay business. Follow your dream. Practice your flamenco. And we'll see you in Spain 2021.
Okay, I think that every week we should have Zulema teach us a Spanish word. Do you hear that?
Yes.
Zulema, are you up for teaching us a Spanish word each? Okay, what about today? What do you want to teach us as we leave?
Adios, amigas.
Adios, amigas. All right, you guys, have an amazing week. Let's make it happen. Go
Bye.
track it. Track it, track it, track it.